relationships are all good and all, but in 2020, about my love, you can die, except. But before you argue, let me explain.
I need you laying on the ground, motherfuckers kiss the flow. Phones are all inspired, hip dollar, nobody face the door. Peep the phones up, put them in the bowl. Ooh, I'm begging you, don't text me or you in the...
So today's episode is about relationships. As you can see, I got
the gorgeous, the innovative, the witty, the intellectual.
my GP.
I'm kidding.
Bupe.
I'm kidding. It's Bupe here.
So today's episode is about relationships. You know the procedure. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to just hit that
Like button, subscribe. You know, make sure, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell because.
So we're gonna start with the countdown, you know. I don't know, should we have a general discussion or we just go right into it?
But like general discussion about what?
About relationships in general, like what's your view on relationships?
When I'm in a relationship, I give everything that I have. I fall so deeply in love with somebody, but then for me, the most important component from both parties, including myself, is effort. If you
back
don't,
to episode 2, effort. I spoke about this.
yeah, he spoke.
Anyway, just general relationships. Well, I've only been in one relationship, so
That you claim.
yeah, that I claim. So I can't really say much. You know, dated the person for 5 years. I still talk to the person every night.
Every night.
Every night, which is weird. Man. We're gonna start with the latest one to recently surface. You know, the one everyone's been talking about this.
Thanks to Jada and Will Smith, we now have another category of relationships.
Entanglements.
Entanglements. Have you ever had an entanglement?
Yes.
Tell us. We want to know.
Well, firstly, I just want to say what I believe entanglements are. I believe entanglements is when you close to a couple, and then you're having an intimate or sexual affair with one person in the couple while the other person doesn't know. You know, so they were really close to me. Like we grew up together and everything, and he would come to me and tell me about what's going on with the girl, because he knew that I was really close to the girl, you know, and I was really close to him at the same time. Like we were just friends.
Yeah.
And then that time I was having doing some stuff, with the girl, and I regret it. I don't live to regret stuff, but that I really regret, because I think people don't deserve that. That just breaks everyone's trust.
I think so. We all make mistakes, and I'm not gonna judge you for that, because I'm sure, Lord knows I've been in those situations too. Lord, fuck off. You make me curse at you. But Lord knows, you know what I'm saying? Close friends.
Close friends can be of the same gender.
Of course.
Could be of different genders.
Yeah.
You just share everything basically.
And if not everything, most things.
Most things, yes. The last slice of your loaf, of
Yeah.
bread. That last $10 you have,
And I feel like we do that.
Yeah.
If I need something, you got me.
You share.
You need something, I got you.
You can share a bed together,
Which we do, and people think.
Yeah, people think. Yeah.
But it's not even like that.
Yeah.
It's such a rare thing. I'm not gonna say rare, but it's not necessarily a common thing.
Yeah.
Especially where we're at. We're in Zambia.
In Zambia, yeah. So in Zambia, when you do that, that's kind of.
Oh my God, they must be smashing. And
taboo.
Exactly, it's taboo,
Yeah,
underlined.
so
The other day, I passed out on your bed and you guys went out.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I didn't go out. I was completely fine, I fell asleep at 10:30 at night.
She passed out.
And then they went out. And that was fine. In the morning, I woke up and I found him on the foot of the bed, because I was like, we're not sleeping on the same side of the bed. And then he obviously, and I appreciated that, because he respected my boundaries. And I feel like that's what a close friend is. Somebody who you can share everything with, but somebody who also respects your boundaries. Oh, feelings!
or you can say friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits.
So yeah, friends with benefits, no feelings. I don't really have much to say with this, but I just want to say it'll end in tears.
So for me, friends with benefits is when a dude is like, oh, you're really funny, you're really pretty, you're really this, you're really that, but I'm just not in a position to be in a relationship with you. Can we just be friends with benefits? No. At least that's my personal opinion on it. It always ends in tears. There's always somebody who catches feelings. Like, don't kid yourself.
Trust me.
Don't play yourself.
It's a stunt.
It's a stunt. Nigga, it's platonic.
Yeah.
Like you and I. We are platonic friends. A platonic friend is just, to me, somebody who you have no romantic feelings for, be it a girl or guy, shit. Yeah. Whatever rocks your boat, but you know. Anyway, yeah, platonic friends. Guys and girls can be friends. Girls and guys
and it's
can
important.
Be friends.
Trust me. Let me even just put it here. Like platonic. When it comes to relationships, I just want to say how it helps you. Mm-hmm. Like having a platonic girlfriend has been one of the best things. Throughout my whole life. It's like when I'm spitting wrong game, she's there to correct me.
I'm always like, that's whack.
Like that's whack.
Stop.
She's
You're
embarrassing
both of us.
If I'm messing up, she corrects me. If I'm doing the right thing, she'll tell me.
And vice versa. If I'm messing up, he tells me. And if I'm like being whack or bitchy and stuff, like we have that freedom.
Open relationships.
I hate that shit. I've never been. I will never be.
I am so greedy. Like for people who don't understand what open relationships are.
I think it's people who are in love with each other or emotionally attached to each other. But then one or both of the parties feels like there's something missing, and then the other or both of them both agree that they need another addition.
If I'm emotionally attached to a person, I don't think I couldn't just let the person just do shit. But when I'm just like me and the person just doing stuff, like like I wouldn't mind the person goes out, the person tells me I smashed who, like
yeah, that's an open relationship because you've agreed upon the fact that
I don't really care. But I'm talking about in terms of emotion. That's what I'm saying. Like you're not emotionally attached. So,
it's not just like do whatever you want. No, like we have guidelines and boundaries, and then it's like, okay, cool, you can do this and this with this person, but as long as I'm there, it's fine. Oh, okay. So it's like fine, you can do whatever you want with this person, but I need to be present.
Just to sum it up, like boundaries, rules. Have rules when you have an open relationship.
Yeah, I think
you need to have rules. We're gonna move on to what we're facing, like I think from 2010, I don't know, the past 20 years, let me just say the past 20 years. This has been something that's been happening to the youth, like, just for now relationships or together forever relationships.
Honestly, when you meet somebody, you know what your intention is for that person.
Yeah.
Like you can lie to yourself, you can lie to the world, but it's something that it's not going to last. It's not for the long run. It's just for in the moment. Yeah. You're just trying to have... I can't speak! You're just trying to have fun with this person.
It usually happens when like you come out of a long-term relationship, and you're still hurt and you just want to hook up with someone quick, and just keep yourself busy.
Well, you know how they say... The best way to get over somebody is to get under someone else. Yay!
You know what I mean. So that's like just for now relationships. Sometimes you lie to yourself and like Upa was saying, you lie to yourself and you tell yourself like, nah, I want more from this, and whatnot. But your intentions, you just went there and you're like, I just want to smash, and then 2 weeks down the line, you're like, no, I think I really like this person.
Exactly.
But I'm telling you, 3 months down the line from the time you guys started, the spark is
gone because it was never there.
Long distance relationships.
Guys, long distance relationships, at least from my personal perspective and what I've seen, very rarely do they work. Very rarely.
Long distance relationships always end in desperation,
Not always, but
most of the time. Mostly end in desperation because you guys can't communicate as much. You can't see each other as much. As you guys were used to seeing each other. I mean, I see it works different with online dating. I don't know how people do it with online dating.
I don't think it does. Hey, to be honest with you, I think it's difficult either way because for me, when I'm with somebody, I want to be with that person physically.
And we're moving on to the one and the most broad the one that, this one now, just like, bruh.
What are we talking about?
Number one.
Numero uno.
Intimate relationships. Like,
guys.
Where do we even start? I mean, people just get this wrong, like, so many times. Like, like we get these certain things. I'm just going to talk about problems people have in relationships.
Can I start this off?
Okay, just to start. Go
just to begin, guys. The word intimate. I think people completely misdefine the word intimate. Intimacy does not mean physical intimacy, if you know what I'm saying. Intimacy is more of an intellectual level and an emotional level together, like where you're both on the same level, at least for me. The reason people think intimate means physical is because it's the very surface of the definition of intimacy. Intimacy is not just, I did this with this person. No.
Ben Plaza is on his way.
Daddy. Okay.
Okay, back to it. Okay. So, relationships, like people just get a few things wrong about relationships, intimate relationships, and you should know, like, certain things you doing that doesn't, like, just to know that your relationship's not working.
For sure.
When you guys constantly argue over the same thing, firstly, when your arguments are not bringing you guys closer together.
Exactly. When there's no middle ground.
You're not coming together. You're not understanding each other. Another thing is people mistake sex for
intimacy.
In some cases, I've seen in relationships where they're having problems, and then the guy thinks or the girl thinks, if we have sex, everything's gonna be sorted.
Exactly.
Sex doesn't solve everything. Anything at all.
To be honest with you.
Like, don't get it wrong. You should talk about things. If it's not working,
communication is the cornerstone of any type of relationship. And we've talked about so many different types of relationships during this video. But communication, you guys.
Basically, teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
But the most important thing, guys, is love your friends.
Love your friends. Right. Love and respect your partners.
Basically, I know in the beginning I said, Vama love, you can die. Yeah, you can die. Yeah, the streets is cold, man.
Guys, the streets are cold and they're rough.
Can nab you, but don't act like
it's not easy.
And you ain't know where the stop sign is.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed this episode with you, to be honest.
Even though it was really extremely hot out here,
it's so difficult.
I'm sure, we look so. You probably say so high.
You look so high.
I look so high. The way the heat.
I am completely.
The sun is scorching, man. Put in your comments. Want to hear what's your stories, on your relationships. What are your views, on all these relationships we just spoke about.
Exactly. And thank you so much for watching this. Please comment your opinions and your thoughts down in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next one.
Peace!
Peace!
Your mama keep calling you, telling me you gotta leave cause you got a curfew. But last week you told me that you wish your mom was alive, girl, you don't deserve me. Yeah, forgetting your lies, you don't deserve me. I don't deserve you. Your mama keep calling you, telling me you gotta leave cause you got a curfew.